Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again, time for your monthly Tarotscope readings for your North Node by sign and house for October 2022. Now, the reason I use the North Node as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology that the North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you were here to learn and accomplish and master. So it's much more relevant in readings to your everyday life. I'm going to connect to the energies in a moment, and I want to invite you to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, relax into your reading, and open up your energy field to receive any information that's going to be most relevant to your life. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, Aquarius North Node or North Node in the 11th house. This is going to be your October 2022 Tarotscope reading. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this side represents the second half of the month from the 16th on. Now, your overall theme card you got was the reversed King of Swords. Very interesting, and I got a hit when I first saw it, and then when I put out your timeline cards, that hit was confirmed, mainly because I saw this King of Wands reversed. So here's what I'm getting for you, and I think this has been a theme for a long time for you North Nodes in Aquarius and or the 11th house. So a lot of you are very naturally, emotional. You are naturally creative. You've got like an inner fire. Most of you like to be seen, but you've got this inner fire, okay? And that's a beautiful thing. It's your superpower. It's one of your superpowers, okay? This creativity and this Leo-ness, basically. And it comes from your South Node in Leo and or the 5th house. Now, here's the thing. What I've been seeing for a while is, okay, so you've got the King of Wands, which rules the fire signs, okay, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and then the King of Swords, which rules the air signs, which are Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, okay? So what I've been seeing for a lot of you for a while is there's this balancing of moving toward your superpower of Leo-ness, okay, into a more Aquarius mode of being. Now, what does it mean? What are some of the energies for, Aquarius? Yeah, it's like emotional detachment, like being detached. But more or less what you look at, and this is what I've been saying for a while, is it's the energy of coolness, okay? Not temperature coolness, but like when someone says like, wow, that person's really cool, like playing it cool. And that playing it cool is like detached, like, you don't see when someone is like cool, you don't think of them as coming in like all fiery, loud, bombastic, okay? You see when someone's cool, it's more like it's more of a subdued energy, okay? And that has to do with, that's what this energy is kind of telling you. So this first half of the month, what I'm seeing is, this is what it is. This is the energy of really working on, there'll be situations that are happening, like you're working on going toward that north node, energy. Now, how is this going to play out? Okay, for some of you on your timeline cards, besides the King of Wands reversed, you have the Ten of Swords reversed, and you've got the Four of Wands. Okay. I'm seeing some really specific things that are happening, and they're here to experience, for you to experience this energy of applying this Aquarius energy in your life. Okay, start with the Ten of Swords reversed. A lot of you are healing from emotional wounds that have happened because of a relationship of some sort, a job, some sort of a separation, or even like maybe feeling like people aren't really, and I've been seeing this energy for a while for you, not fully appreciating you. Okay, so there's this this emotional thing that's going on, that you're healing from. Like, yeah, literally, like maybe someone stabbed you in the back, or just generally like not appreciating you. Okay, and what you're supposed to do here is go into this Aquarius energy where you're playing it cool and you're detaching emotionally, so you can make the proper choices and realize, like, when you see it from a more like logical, analytical perspective, and you take a lot of the emotion out of it, you can see things much more clear. And you might see, for example, something happened in your life to where you were wounded. Okay, you were wounded emotionally, and if you take the emotions out of it, and you look at it logically from a detached emotional state, you might say, that was probably better for me. Even, yeah, it hurt, and this wasn't pleasant, but I can see how logically it was probably better and for the best. So that's kind of a quick example of what I was talking about. So that's going to be, for some of you, is going to be, how you're going to work through this. And then for others, I'm seeing specifically, like with this Four of Wands, okay, I'm seeing weddings, celebrations, parties, something to that effect, or in gatherings of some sort, okay, to where it's going to challenge you to tap more into that Aquarius, north node, or that 11th house north node. Okay, it's going to challenge you in some way, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be that kind of a situation, because usually with Leo energy, which is your south node or the 5th house, we're dealing with a lot of times like groups of people, and so I feel like there's going to be something that is going to play out to where you're going to get a chance to put in that detached energy. But I know that might seem kind of vague, but just remember, for this first 2 weeks, remember, calm, cool, collected, stay detached, use maybe more mind energy than emotional energy, okay? It doesn't mean you get rid of it, but just kind of think of it that way. And that's how you're going to navigate this first half of the month. Now, your 2 advice cards are, you've got the 3 of Cups upright, and you've got the 4 of Pentacles, okay? And so this is really saying too, is really finding out new ways, because you've got the 4 of Pentacles, and he is holding on to the Pentacles over his solar plexus, the fiery energy over his heart. He's got Pentacles all around. He is grounded in what he is and who he is. But what it's telling you is, it's like, ground that emotional energy, like this is like literally grounding it. And then instead, you can still channel it and you can enjoy it. But what you're doing really this half of the month is all of you in a different way are going to learn to navigate and balance out, this fiery Leo energy that you have. So this is what you're learning. You're learning you can still enjoy life. You don't have to be, a stick in the mud. Okay. You can go out, you can be your wonderful, beautiful self, but in a balanced way. That's what this really is. This is all about balancing the energies. And that's what this is. You're grounding that energy. You're not blocking it, but you are like regulating it. For example, how we deal with actual physical electricity. A physical electricity could be everything from a lightning strike, excuse me, or it could be regulated and used to, power the lights in a city. Okay. But when you have to regulate that energy. And I feel like what your gift is, the reason I say your Leoness and your fifth house energy is a superpower is because it is a superpower. And it's going to be even more of a power when you learn to kind of use it sparingly and have it when you balance it out with that whole, detachment, emotional detachment, and using more of, the, intellectual part of who you are. So yeah, whatever this is, remember, don't fall into that Leo trap this month, okay? By immediately going for emotions, okay? But work all this Aquarius energy into this first half. Now the second half of the month, your timeline cards are the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, and you have the Death card. Now I always say this on my videos, the so-called negative cards in the tarot are not negative. Like the Devil card and the Death card, they are, yes, they can be challenging cards, or even like the Tower, but what the Death card is, it's about transformation. So like I was saying in this first, the first 2 weeks, you're learning how to transform your life, transform who you are, not going back into past patterns and transforming it. And that's what I'm seeing this second half of the month. Particularly, what I'm seeing is a lot of you are making, with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups, there's emotional decisions that you are trying to make in your life, like direction-wise, like, do I choose this person? Do I stay with this person? Do I choose this job? Do I stay with this job? Do I choose this or choose that? And with this Six of Cups, this is telling you that what wants to change is who you were in the past, like who you were when you were much younger, is someone that where you want to evolve from. And because there could be this danger of staying in old patterns and not evolving as people and as beings. And that's what this Death card is this is about transformation. So you're really by the decisions you make, you're learning to transform where it is you want to go and what emotional decisions you want to make. Now your two advice cards for the second half of the month, you have the Page of Swords and you've got the Knight of Wands. And what this is saying is your advice with all of this is you don't have to give up who you are or your gifts in order to evolve your North Node. You just have to make adjustments. So, with this Knight of Wands, I mean, this epitomizes, your Leo South Node and, or your fifth house South Node. It epitomizes it, and it's saying you don't have to give up enjoying who you are. Three of Cups, okay? You don't have to give up the good aspects of yourself, but you want to regulate it. So the Page is telling you, it's okay, just learn to it's you're making adjustments. You're tweaking little things. You're just making adjustments, and that's all you're doing. You don't have to making this transformation You don't have to revamp everything for most of you. Some of you will have more work than others, okay? But that's what we're looking at, is like simply making these adjustments, okay? So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, spending some time. If you would like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below, and would love to give you more information on that. And go out and make it a great month. And thanks for watching. Many blessings.